Okay, so this is where we left off in the last video, and this is what the previous render looked like. I find that the render is still a little bit too dark, especially on her face, and also this part of the character. So we need to add some additional light just to make the scene more brighter in general, and also a little bit more mood in this shot. Okay, so again, we're gonna start with the area light. So we go to Redshift, lights, and then adding some Redshift physical light. Okay, and we're just gonna push this light all the way to the scene, make it a bit bigger. Okay, now if you look at the render, um, we could have some fill light on this left portion of the shot. Okay, so we're gonna need to adjust the light to be somewhere around here. Okay, and we'll be pointing to the character, right? Something like that. Again, we're gonna use this same setting. We're going to take off the visibility, and we're gonna use some soft or low intensity. So it's maybe around 1.5, and maybe with this kind of color, right? And we do another test render. So we save this picture and do a test render. Okay, so this is what the render looked like. So that is before and that is after. So what I'm trying to get is something that is around this range with a bit of illumination on this side, so I can see this character a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just trying to reposition the light so it will not be visible on the mirror. That. Okay, and do another render. Push up. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video and find a better location for this light. Okay, so I managed to get the right position somewhere around here for this fill light. Okay, so it's just a area light with red color and a low intensity. So I'm going to compare again. This is before and that is after. Now again, the render looking good, but still the face is not visible. I'm going to make it even more brighter around this area so the audience can focus more on the expression of this character even more. Okay, so I'm gonna save this picture and close. And again, I'm gonna start with another area light. Okay, so Redshift, light, and physical light. And just gonna push it all the way inside. Okay, make it a bit bigger. Okay. Like that. Okay. Like this. Push it up. Again, I'm going to bring the more bluish on this side, okay, because right now it's still a little bit too dark on the right side and I want to make it more stands out. Again, maybe it's there, right? I want to change this to more blue color, then change this intensity to 0.8, take off the visibility, and we're going to do the render comparison. Okay, so again, that is before and that is after. So I have more bluish, so I have more moody feel as compared to before. So that is before, that is after, so I can see the light on this side of the face. Okay, just gonna find a better position. This light. There. There. Wanna do another render. Okay, maybe some little adjustment. Okay, so again, I'm gonna pause the video to find a better angle. I'll just reposition the light. Okay, so I managed to find a better angle for this blue light. Okay, so it's somewhere around there, and if I compare the render, this is what I get. So this is before, and that is after. So I have more bluish light along this side, and also this side of the face, and a little bit of illumination around the mirror. Okay, okay, so it's looking good. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just add one more light, so this side of the face can also be a little bit brighter. Okay, but before that, let's just minimize this window. Close. Again, do another light. Redshift physical. There, all the way there. Now, with this light, I'm just going to point this light somewhere there. So then this, or her face rather, can be a little bit more brighter, so the audience can see this portion of the face much clearer, because we want to bring out this expression. Okay, maybe somewhere there. Again, we just need to add a very subtle light with the low intensity. Okay, and you're going to change the color of the light somewhere there. Okay, maybe low intensity, maybe around 2, and do another test render. Save this one. Run the cam. Okay, oh, I forgot to turn off the visibility. Okay, so that is after and before, after. So I can see like this portion of the face a little bit more clearer, and that is before. And if we compare where we start initially, right, it's very dark. So we start adding some very soft fill light, the low intensity, and this is where we are now. Okay, so I can see the face a little bit more clearer, and the audience also can see what the expression are. Okay, again, I'm just gonna find a better angle for this. So maybe it's right there. All right. Okay, it's not. Okay, It's not bad. Now, one last thing that I'm gonna add to this scene is that if you look at this portion, this portion of the mirror, it's very dark. Okay, so maybe we wanna add some light at the back so we can see what's on the background a little bit clearer. Okay, so again we can start using some light, Redshift physical light, area light. Okay, and we're just gonna put there. Okay, but again, if you look at the render, this side of the scene is very dark. Okay, so we need to have some light at the back so you can see like what's in the background very subtle. Okay, so we need to have some area light pointing to the back, of the scene. Okay, so that. Again, this light don't need to be very bright. We just need to be like very low intensity. Okay, maybe we can use the color. Okay, maybe we change this to 1. And let's do another test render. So let's save this picture and do another render. Again, take off the visibility, but we do that. Then render. Again, we compare. So this is after, that is before, after. Okay, so you can see the difference there, but we need to find a better angle so this side of the room is a little bit more visible in the render. So maybe find it bigger and just push it all the way there. Okay, give it another render. So this is before and that is after. Okay, so we just need to make a little adjustment because right now I find this light is a little bit too bright. Okay, so we can reduce that to maybe 5. Maybe this one. Maybe it's a little bit lower. It's too low. Okay, and find better angle. Okay, so this angle it's not bad. So right now, this is what we have for the final render. So if you compare from before, everything is very dark and we just need to add additional light if that's the case. And yeah, this is what we have currently. So both mirror will have a visible props at the back. So before it's too dark, now this is after, I can see like something there. And yeah, this is our final render. Thank you for watching.